come I don't see myself? All right. Hi, guys. Hi, Tiffany. Good to see you. It's Thursday. I'm going to do a Zoom. Obviously, I am doing a Zoom, but if you're tuning in, you are live and you're watching us. And if you're not tuning in right now, this will be recorded and placed in the announcement section, which I'm sure you already know by now. Tiffany, if you have any questions, just feel free to unmute yourself and shout out to me and I can answer, and or if you want to write it in the chat bar, you can do that. But if I go too fast or whatever, just unmute and tell me to say that over again. Okay. So we're gonna go into your here you are. No, there you are. There you are. So you went to your announcement section today. It was telling, it's got the Zoom link and it's telling you to make sure you're doing your sketch assignment and telling you to tune in today, preferably live, so you can see what we're doing today. We're going to continue working with Zentangles. Also, everybody, you need to make sure that you realize, all of these, I'm going in and putting grades in. If you have a 0 somewhere, that does not mean you're going to have to keep the 0. If there's a 0 there, that means, when you upload it, it will change, to, 100. So don't start freaking out. I'm just trying to put zeros in so I know who's missing what. But know that, this is what we've been working on. Most people are doing a fabulous job turning their work in. There's been some fabulous contour line drawings of your hands. I'm just very impressed with everyone, how great you do without being right here in front of my face, which is the way I would prefer. But so, the other day we talked about Zentangles. Everybody had just this little Zentangle doodle to do. It didn't have to be a big, it didn't have to be a big thing in your sketchbook. I gave you this little worksheet that showed you step by step, and you kind of started with a line and then you went back in here and did some different designs in it. And so I want you to, gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me stop this. I want you to take that concept, and what you're going to do today is very easy. How do I get out of here? Okay, sorry. So today you're going to take, is it not here? Here it is. Well, let me go over line again with you really quickly. These are all pages that you can look at for reference, but we've been working with line all this week. You can tell here in this, does that take up the whole page? Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is a page in one of your modules. I wish that thing would not be right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Sorry, Tiffany. Okay, so you can see it better in your module, but like, see how line is written, lines written with a Zentangle. We can have thick lines, thin lines, wavy lines, dotted lines, crosshatch lines. You can have lines that show movement. I know this might be hard to see. They can express emotion, if you were tired or sleepy, a more horizontal line would represent, because typically when we go to sleep, we lay down, that's very, soothing, just like a horizon line. If it's lots of, diagonal and lots of energy, it might mean, excitement or anger. We can also add texture, like this apple clearly looks like it has hair on it. And this is all with line. And you guys have already been doing all of this stuff with line. You know how to draw a contour line from observation. And so what you're going to do today is take those concepts of line still, and I keep going out of what I want to show you. Maybe that would be a better idea if I move that right there. Today, this is what you're doing. Dun, dun, dun. And I have a kind of like a little step-by-step. You don't have to do it like the example here. Okay, so you are going to create a line landscape with line repetition patterns and tangles. I'm going to show you another example. If you looked in your announcements today, I showed you like maybe a little more advanced one. This is something you're going to do in your sketchbook. It might be the size of your phone. You know, it doesn't have to take up your whole sketchbook. You might want it to. You could literally, you know, lay your phone down, you know, trace your phone, because this is a Zentangle. These are tiny little drawings we do. You do it with a pen. Remember, no pencil with this Zentangle landscape. You're going to, in your sketchbook, you know, do a little square or a little rectangle, and using line, show me some sort of landscape. In your announcements, and underneath here, it just says line landscape design. Obviously, you're doing it in your sketchbook, but you know, if we were in a class or whatever, I might give you some paper. In the announcement part today, I showed you a little more advanced design. Okay, so see this? Exactly what I want. But you don't have to be this complex, but I like how the landscape has been broken up in line. We've already talked about the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. And then things have different patterns and lines, and things are repeated. Also, areas have been, you know, don't forget, the most important thing with Zentangles is coming back in and coloring to make them darker in areas to create contrast. Remember to do this with a marker or a pen. Do not do this with pencil. It smears all over the place. So, Miss Sutton, how should I start? You know, maybe you don't, you know, you can't think of a, you know, a landscape design. What I would do, I would recommend maybe typing into Google. I sent some to my email address today. You might even type into Google. Really, Laura? I like to talk to myself, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Just FYI, I'd like to get to my Google. Okay. I would like to get to my drive. Okay, I would like to get to my email. Okay, so let's say, you know, I'm stuck how to start, you know, a landscape. Just look up simple landscape designs. I just kind of found these today on, on Pinterest. I just kind of took some screenshots, but see how simple this is? You know, you have a horizon line back here, and then, you know, this is a place at the beach, and you have these curved lines here. You got these mountains up here. And then come back in with, you know, your marker. You can do this in color or not, and create some line designs in them. It's very similar to this right here. Okay, this is this could be this project. It's just like this. You know, and then you've got all these little lines being repeated. You might come back in and do, you know, some designs here, a little bit more interesting. But this is very much this assignment, to create a landscape of some sort with and using line and patterns and tangles, just like you did with your little strip Zentangle. So if you get stuck and you're like, I just type in simple landscape. I think I already showed y'all this one. Yeah. No. You know, it might be a desert scene. I'm just kind of showing you simple scenes right now. I'll add these onto your, I'll add them in the announcement section just so you can get, you know, so you know that you could draw a line here and then draw a line here. I'm letting you, I'm talking about these just for visual. Just very simple way of breaking up a landscape piece of paper and then filling it in with line designs. And that's what you're doing today in addition to your sketchbook. Here's another, very, very simple. All you got to do is draw a very simple line design of a landscape and then come back in and fill it in with Zentangle patterns line repetition. Also make sure that you do your sketchbook assignment for today. And remember that tomorrow you will be uploading your sketchbook assignments. They're all due Friday. These people that come to the door, oddly. Sorry, Tiffany. Tiffany, do you have any questions? Do you understand the line landscape little project?
Yes.
Okay. And do that in your sketchbook. Just take a picture of it and upload it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be big because doing these lines and working with pen, you know, it's you can do it smaller because it's a lot of work. So, you know, just do a little small landscape, fill it in with some shapes, take a picture of it and upload it. And if you don't have any other questions, I'm going to turn the live Zoom off and let everybody draw some landscapes. All right. I will see y'all tomorrow.